So I had a Windows 3.1 machine for almost my entire childhood, and that's what I wrote those shitty fanfics on. And I don't have them anymore, so I hate to break it to you, but I wants it, I needs it, precious. One thing I was able to save off that Windows 3.1 computer that I haven't done anything with is I found a file called surf93.bitmap, BMP, and it is something that I drew in 1993 with Paintbrush, which is what old fogies know MS Paint as, and it's a really shitty drawing of a guy on a surfboard, and he's bright pink because it was like 16 color VGA safe, whatever the fuck it was. So he's bright ass magenta pink, and he's on a triple colored surfboard, and it says "Hang 10, dude." And it's a really ugly drawing, and I managed to that was on a floppy disk that survived all this time, and I have it on my main computer. I was thinking maybe I could like make a poster print of it or something stupid. It seems like the kind of thing that would be in again. I don't know. We'll do that. Anyways, I'll stop yabbing. I know you guys are here to see the unbox, and what I have for the unbox, actually, I guess talking about old crap from the 90s and things like that, just is, it turns out to be the perfect segue, because what I have this week for the unbox is a Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson poster book. This right here is from 1991. If we flip it over onto the back, the copyright on this is 1991. Also, I paid 99 cents for it at a Goodwill, so you guys know where I get some of the shit for this show. But basically, this is still sealed, and we're gonna open it. We're gonna take a look at the awesome posters you get in here. I don't know how many how many there are. Usually, you would get like 4 or so. I think is about what it was at. But yeah, what this is it's a poster book. So it's, I don't think, I mean, okay, it says over here there's like fabulous facts and starting stats and stuff like that. So I think what it is like on the back of the poster, when it's folded into its book form, it's like the world's tiniest magazine. It's like 3 or 4 pages long, and it's got like the stats, and then it just unfolds, and it's just a big poster, or it's several posters that you can just put a thumbtack through and hang on your wall. These were really popular in book fairs that went to schools and stuff in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if poster books are really... I'm trying to get that glare off, but instead it just looks like Magic Johnson and Jordan over here are just fucking playing basketball with a ghost. Oh no! You would. I don't know if these are a thing anymore at schools. Like, I don't even know if like book fairs are still a thing. But basically, if you're too young to remember what a book fair was, if they weren't a thing like at the school you went to, it was something that was set up in the library. It was like a little traveling book store, and it was these little metal shelves that unfolded. It was almost like recording equipment from like a studio. They just like the cases that just open up, and then there's all the equipment in there. They just open up, and then there's all these little racks of books. And back in the 90s, it would have been Goosebumps and Animorphs and Captain Underpants and all that shit. Said was going to be, and all the knockoffs of those series, because you had the popular ones and you had the knockoff ones, then you had like the cheat code books and things like that. But there was always a section for poster books, and they did these for sports figures, for bands. I don't really remember them doing these for like video games back in the day. I distinctly remember the poster section either being NFL or basketball, or it was like the Backstreet Boys and Hanson and stuff like that for like girls, or I guess boys who didn't want anyone to know that they were buying Hanson poster books. I don't fall into that category, but that's only because I don't think they sold Hanson poster books at my school. Anyways, basically, I don't know how much these cost. I mean, usually poster books are like dirt cheap, and you just bought them because it was something cool to hang on your wall. You get yourself a Michael Jordan poster. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to destroy whatever collector's value this 99-cent Goodwill find had, and we're going to take a look at what we get inside the Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson poster book. Also, this cling wrap is like not coming off the way it should. I'm trying not to destroy it, but there we go. All right. How magical was Magic Johnson? Didn't he used to wear gold shoes? Wasn't that his thing? That's pretty magic. I don't know. So there's a divider inside the middle, which is just cardboard. This cardboard has sat in between the printed equivalent of Michael Jordan's butt cheeks for 28 years, just for it to be removed on some crappy unbox show on YouTube, on the internet, none of which existed when this was printed. So I'm just gonna put that over there, and I'm gonna move this can of cola so I don't spill crap all over it. Wavecube asking when the Gatorbox Michael Jordan collab is gonna be. I've got Space Jam for PS1, which strangely enough is also sealed like this thing was. I don't really have a thing for like sealed Michael Jordan merchandise. That's a little weird, but anyways, if we open it up, this is kind of about what you would see. Is it opens up and then there's just like a bunch of photographs of the guys involved, and you get a little article here that just talks about how the sports celebrity, the athlete in question, where they went to school, why they started playing the sport that they play. It just gives you a little bit of stuff to read about. It looks like some of these are oh no, yeah, okay, because some of the pictures are all numbered. I thought maybe it was going to reference what they were reading in here, but no, there's just there's a legend down here. Speaking of legends, let's take a look at this. Take a look at this Michael Jordan guy right here. So on the cover, when it says packed with full color photos, that's what they're talking about. You just get the one page of that. Oh my god, this is one big ass poster. Okay, well, so it unfolds. Okay, it unfolds like this, right? Unfolds once. You got a little article about Jordan and Johnson. It unfolds again. You have all of their stats up to 1991, which means that Michael Jordan had only played for like, oh, right here. I was gonna say he only played for about 5 seasons. Looks like he played for 7. So all the his average points per game, total points he scored in the season. Looks like in the 85 to 86 season, he only scored 408 points, and all the other ones he broke 2,000. So everyone has a bad year. Everyone gets a freebie, I guess. Even Michael Jordan. It almost looks like maybe he didn't even really play that season. Did something happen to Michael Jordan in '85? Because it says he only played 18 games, or was that season just bullshit? No, because Magic Johnson, who had already been playing since the '70s, played a whole bunch of games that season, and I know these two are both like superstar basketball players, but when you put Michael Jordan's at like points and he gets like, the highest he gets is 3,041 points over the course of a season, and the highest that Magic Johnson gets is only like 1,900 on the dot. It's a little bit. That's literally like 500 more baskets in one season. Then, and basically it unfolds again. Holy. Oh, hang on, shit. It's not ripping, is it? It's not ripping, it's just like, this has been folded for so long, it's like sticking to each other. God. I think I might get more mileage showing this to the camera up top. Every once in a while, the loot cam makes itself useful. That is a huge poster. And it really is like a book fair poster. I don't think there were very many opportunities to have a picture of Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson playing ball together, because I gotta be honest, this is not a very good picture. It's really blurry, so it's like this is one section of a larger picture that they've just zoomed way in on, and I guess old Mike over here is going for the slam jam, but he really has like a really unfortunate expression. Like, it almost just looks like the ball has levitated up to his face, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Is this composited? Hang on, this is actually composited from 2 photos, but it's done very weird. Holy shit! Okay, check this out. How did they do this? Okay. So this is Michael Jordan going for the dunk, right? And it's also Magic Johnson going for a layup. But these are two separate pictures because you can see that up here the hoop just gets cut off at the seam. But they've cut out around, like, the center seam is where the two photos, like, end. But part of Michael Jordan's back goes over the seam, and you can tell it's like a different quality print. Like, it's easier to tell on his ass, but I can't really focus on Michael Jordan's ass. But the line gets really blurry, and then all of a sudden it gets inexplicably sharp where it's been, like, cut out so it can paste over this. And then Magic Johnson's foot, all of which goes across the seam. Like, the whole thing just looks like... It looks like somebody tried to draw a foot. It looks like a kindergartner drew a shoe there, is what it looks like. So, I noticed it first because I'm like, wait a minute, these guys can't be playing basketball together because how are they both making a shot at the same time? This doesn't fucking work. This really is really more indicative of the kind of weird shit you would find at a book fair, just because it's a cool poster, I guess, if you're into basketball and you were into these two athletes at the time, but it's put together really weird. I don't really remember, I don't have a whole lot of experience with poster books from back in the day, but basically the photographs really were just kind of cobbled together from whatever the print studio could license or could get their hands on from whoever. I don't think this is like a photograph from a Sports Illustrated or something. And if it is, maybe that's where they blew their budget, and that's why the compositing is so bad, and that's why it looks weird. But it really probably would have been easier just to split the poster long ways like this and have one of Jordan just like from the waist up doing his slam jam, and then same thing with Magic Johnson, because he's got this kind of like splayed legs thing going on down here, and it seems a little strange. I feel like you could just end the photos here and just go up to the top, and it'd be a lot better. You would also be able to print them smaller, so they would have a better fidelity, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But then, like, when you flip it over onto the back, it's like just you can see the whole printing of the rest of it. It doesn't really look that good. It just kind of looks like crap. Looks like a 17 magazine exploded on the back of it. But that's really kind of weird that you only got just the one poster. Usually, I remember, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience with poster books, but usually, well, then again, you got one huge ass poster here. Usually, you got like a couple or 3 or 4 like half-size smaller ones, kind of like this. Especially if it was one of those ones that was meant to be for like girls, and it had all the boy bands. You'd get like a Backstreet Boys and an NSYNC and a 98 Degrees and an LFO and a Hanson and all that other crap, and they would just all be together like that. But this one's just like the one big poster. So, like I said, I picked it up for $1. I'm not gonna hang this poster up in the studio, but I tell you what, if I ever move to a bigger place or I can get another area that I can film in, this poster might make a comeback, because it's just goofy enough to have. And if I'm ever building a set that's supposed to look like it takes place in the 90s, you can bet your ass this is coming back, along with like a Vanilla Ice poster that says, like, you know, it's got one of those on it, and it says "Cool as Ice." And yeah, I totally just did that on my own. There's the proof that I can do the Vanilla Ice hand gesture just at will, and with my other hand too. That's not a Twitch. That's not a gang symbol. It's Vanilla Ice. He's not cool enough to have a gang. But yeah, that's the Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson combo poster book. So again, like I said, it folds back up into this little magazine-sized thing, and then it just unfolds, and it's a big poster. And this is something that was really like a relic of my childhood. This is something that when I saw it at the Goodwill, I really like it. Really clicked with me, and it was a throwback. And when I was a kid, I mean, I wasn't really a big basketball buff, but everybody thought Michael Jordan was fucking cool back then, and he really kind of helped make basketball accessible to like a whole generation of people, of kids, to get them stoked on it. I guess my generation. You know, I didn't wind up playing basketball, obviously, but I am pretty good at NBA Jam, so I got that going for me. But it is really cool that I was able to find one of these, like, brand new, mint without holes or rips or tears in it, so that I could actually see what it was like to get one back in the day. Because I was more of the kind of kid that bought the Goosebumps books, obviously, because you guys keep talking about the goddamn fan fiction. But I also bought, like, the cheat code books. I still have one of them somewhere. Those were the shittiest things on the planet. They were bound so poorly. It was literally just like a stack of pages of paper and then like glue that was brushed along the back, and the pages fell out. Like my book on Sega Genesis cheats it's not missing any of the pages, but they are way out of order because it just fell apart because it was a piece of crap. I guess there was one other aspect I remembered about book fairs is that like the week before the book fair arrived, you would get a little newsprint catalog about the size of this, and it was really like a one-page affair. It opened up once, there were some pictures of things, and then on the back there was other things. And I remember like the teacher would hand them out, and on the back of it, like there was a strip like right along the side that was like an order form or like a wish list or whatever. And basically what you would do is you would look in the catalog, and all the popular stuff would be in there. It would, you know, the new Goosebumps, the new Animorphs, and it would say, like, item number, 9923 or whatever it is. And then you would write that on the back in the order form. You'd write, Goosebumps 9923, and you would give that to the teacher so that ahead of time when the book fair showed up, you could just go pick up your order and just pay them for it. Or you could pay... I think you turned in the ticket with a check from, like, your mom or dad, and then they had your order ready for you. So it was kind of like, the Uber Eats of books. Back then, we really knew how to get it done in the 90s. But Fandramon is losing her mind. She's like, I remember those. That was a good time. Like that's the reason why this called out to me so much, is because this is from 91. This is a relic of an era that has been over for a long time, and it's never going to come back. Because I guess posters are still a thing. You can still go to Walmart and buy like a poster of whatever is popular right now, whether it be an athlete or a band or a video game. But this was something special because this was really like, if you were a fan of Michael Jordan, like you couldn't just go on Amazon and buy like a Fathead sticker to put on your wall when you were a kid. You went to the book fair and you had this one crappy composited photo of these two guys. And this was your only option. If you liked Michael Jordan and or Magic Johnson, or if you liked them both, this was the only thing you could get. And the original price, actually, I didn't even show this earlier, was $2.95. $3.95 if you're in Canada. Sorry, Fandramon. Even in 1991, they were pulling the wool over y'all's eyes. But like I said, this makes me nostalgic for something that I didn't really realize I was nostalgic about. So, it's pretty cool, and I don't know how much something like this is worth. I'm sure they're effectively worthless. You could probably find this exact thing on eBay for dirt cheap. But this was cool to look at, and even though I'm not a huge basketball buff, this is a relic from my childhood that I'm glad I have something of it. I wish I had all those book fair order forms. Those would be hella cool to look at these days. But I'm pretty sure I either cut them apart to send in the order forms, or they obviously just got thrown away. So this would have been like a much better poster than the one that they gave us. I don't know why they did that. Oh, also it says, check this out. It says all photos copyright Associated Press and Wide World Photos and Focus on Sports. So, Wide World Photos, is that Disney? Disney's Wide World of Sports or whatever? I don't know. But yeah, it looks like they just licensed whatever they could get their hands on, and that's what we got. So that's the Magic Johnson / Michael Jordan Slam Jam poster book. You get a whole one poster, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.